And go.
It's go time.
It's go time. Chocolate time. Chocolate.
Sparrowson's favorite place.
Whoa, this guy.
It's Babar.
It's Beba. Welcome to Landa Hagelsack's Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate shop in all of Paris. I am Landa Hagelsack, the founder and owner of this establishment.
I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur.
Oh, lawyers, very fancy. I must say that I once dreamed of being a lawyer, but, well, circumstances wouldn't allow it. It's a funny story, you see. When I was a young boy, I befriended the son of a Hungarian attorney. Falcon, you have to help me.
What is it?
It's the smell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding that I lay waste to the shop.
For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson.
Oh, but I'm rambling, aren't I? So, are you messieurs here to buy some chocolate? Yes.
You should have been like, yes. No. We're actually here on business, monsieur.
Business.
First things first, we believe that this chocolate wrapper originated from your shop, are we correct?
Oh, yes. That is indeed the trademark Hagelslack wrapper for genuine Belgian Hagelslack chocolate. This was almost certainly bought from the very establishment.
I see you're like putting a little bit of the I'm making me some eggs going into this.
I'm making me some eggs.
Very good. With that established, there's something we wish to ask Monsieur Hagelslack. Could this chocolate have been poisoned? Ask nicely.
Yeah.
Is there any chance your produce could have been contaminated?
Absolutely not, monsieur. I stand by my claim that my chocolate is the finest in all of Paris. I go to great lengths to ensure the highest quality is ensured. Any contaminants would be terrible for business, you understand.
I see.
Was there something else you messieurs wanted to ask?
Who bought this piece of chocolate? Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper, Monsieur Hagelsack?
I'm afraid not, messieurs. Not just because of matters of confidentiality, although that is a factor, you understand, but because I couldn't possibly know that. I thought elephants never forget. My memory is impeccable, monsieur, but you must understand I have dozens of customers a day. There are hundreds of people who could have potentially bought this particular item.
So your memory is good, but you need further information. If we were to give you the description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased from you?
Oh, yes, that I could probably do, monsieur.
Let me think. Who to ask about?
I think I know. Where's she at?
Our client? Probably?
I was gonna say this.
Oh, well, yeah. That'd be cutting to the chase, I guess. Have you ever served a flower-selling swan named Catherine Marie Sign?
No, monsieur. What are you thinking, Falcon?
I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. If she were the chocolate fiend, our investigation would have become much simpler. But since she's not, let me think. Who to ask about? Wait. Hang on. Did you?
Did you do it?
Wait. Hang on. Hit L. Down. Him.
Good call.
Have you ever served a member of the Royal Guard by the name of Major Howell?
No, monsieur.
Are you sure?
Yes, monsieur. I have served many soldiers, but I don't recall seeing a major here in recent memory. What does that mean, Falcon? Have we lost our lead?
Fuck you, truck. Not necessarily. It just means that Major Howell didn't buy the chocolate that may have killed him.
That's good.
There's still the possibility someone bought the chocolate for him. That's our lead, and that's who we want to find.
I see. I did once serve a high-ranking officer of the British Army who was on his way to Zimbabwe, if you want to hear that story.
No, I don't want to hear that story. Let me think. Who to ask about?
Well...
I guess our client. Unless you have anyone else.
I was thinking this dude.
I mean, yeah, maybe. Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus?
Oh, yes, monsieur.
Alright, have you ever served... Wait, did you just say yes?
Yes, monsieur, a wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago. On the 6th of January, to be precise.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
This motherfucker.
Did he say or do anything suspicious?
Not that I could recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow. Big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with custom filling.
Custom filling? I was gonna say that line before it popped up.
Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample.
Huh.
That's suspicious. What does this mean, Falcon?
We shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean the judge liked to eat chocolate.
Not if he's a wolf.
Not if he's a wolf. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Haggleslack, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt?
I can do you one better, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand.
Is it okay for us to take this, monsieur?
Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial, after all.
Oh, it's one of those fucking... What is that paper called? Where you, like, write on it and then you give the customer the top copy and
Oh,
take the
yeah.
other ones.
Cashier's receipt. Or cashier's
What is that paper called?
chocolate receipt.
No. Close.
Merchant copy?
No, the type of paper
Hell, I don't know.
that you, like,
Oh.
write on it and it writes on...
Oh, like the carbon...
Yeah,
whatever?
carbon paper.
Yeah. Would you look at this thing? Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink. I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green. Okay.
Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Haggleslack. You have been enormously helpful.
Ah, because it's not black or blue. Because they're lawyers. I'm glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, messieurs. We got him.
I wonder if that has anything to do with the colors that dogs can see.
Maybe. That's an interesting thought.
Because they kind of see in color, like it's not completely black and white, it's just really muddied.
Right.
R&M Associates.
Associates.
Mousy, what up?
Oh, hello again. Can I help you with something else?
Not particularly, I just came to see if Monsieur Volpez was around.
Not yet, monsieur. Come on, Falcon. Trial day is approaching fast. I guess going anywhere else just doesn't do anything.
Fucking around, I see.
To the offices, then.
AA offices.
So what's the plan today, Falcon?
I'm not sure. We've been unusually efficient lately. I can't think of anything else worth investigating.
Unusually efficient. A day off, then?
It feels like we're wasting time, but without any more leads, I suppose there's nothing else we can do.
A day off it is. Let's go get some chocolate.
A new day.
A new day. Oh. Okay, I guess we're going here. It's raining.
Is it?
Yep. It has begun.
Huh. ambiance.
Ambiance.
I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. We didn't manage to work out what Prince Juan was hiding, but that's okay. I'm sure everything will go smoothly at the trial. We've still got 1 day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre, or maybe we should just play cards at Le Canard Joyeux. Is something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet.
Falcon, we need to talk.
What's up?
See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized that we were missing a crucial piece of evidence.
What evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we knew that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause.
That is true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up.
So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison.
Well, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson?
Maybe.
Stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself off like that.
Hey, I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago.
Sparrowson? Sparrowson!
What in the world? Oh, man.
Doctor, is Sparrowson okay? Well, he's not conscious right now, but he is stable, I think. It's safe to say your friend is not on his deathbed. Thank God. How did you say this happened again? It's a long story. Lawyering occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this? I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology.
Mental health.
But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment. That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him. Wait one moment. There is the matter of the bill.
Ba-dum-ts.
We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prep for, and I'm one partner down. I see. Well, rest assured your friend is in good hands. This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this.
You! I finally found you.
Did someone say something?
Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen.
Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward.
All right, I'll step forward. But it will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Will it?
Oh.
It was.
Welp.
Is it Zorro? Am I being killed off by Zorro?
Sounds like it. Au revoir, JJ Falcon.
Did it work? Ah, Dame Catterlane. I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. Ellipses. Silence. I shouldn't be surprised. There are no words that excuse the heinous act of putting an innocent man on death row. It wasn't my fault. Where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Catterlane.
It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all of your failures?
I'm not making excuses.
Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ.
Don't call me JJ.
That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow.
My grandfather? I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too?
What? No, I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, Monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up.
Fever dreams.
Yay. Somebody tried to throw you in the river. To the Pont des
Dude fished me up.
Come on, Monsieur. Wake up.
Oh, that's why I thought it was Sparrowson.
I said wake up. You're starting to worry me.
I'm all drippy again.
Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician.
Shaky. Ugh, my head. Where am I?
The Pont des Arts. You know, by the Louvre, in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falcon or something.
What time is it? Actually, what day is it?
You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January, around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning.
21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial. I should have been at the Cour d'Assises 10 minutes ago.
Well, you're running late. But take it easy, Monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding.
Maybe if I sprint.
In your condition? That would be stupid. Take a seat. Clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes.
No time.
Wait, Monsieur. At least take this before you go.
What's this? A dip pen? No, wait. It's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, Monsieur, but this isn't mine.
Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you.
I was holding this? I suppose it has to be mine.
Fountain pen has been added to your evidence folder.
Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one.
Hey! Don't call me a fisherman!
It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for roll call. Is the defense not present?
Such unprofessionalism.
If there is no defense, this trial cannot proceed. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder our king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes, in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed, and justice will be served.
You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed.
Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You're the prosecutor. By definition, you are here to prosecute.
No, my job description is to prosecute. But I am here, in this courtroom, to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That is very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more of this matter. I will now talk with the jury. The defense is present, Your Honor. You're too late, Falcon.
Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something?
Something like that.
Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt. Your Honor.
But, Your Honor...
Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred.
It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
The King of France. He's here?
Oh, shit.
I want to be...
Okay, go ahead.
Are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity.
That's perfect.
Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see. You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it began. The defense, he was late. And, pish-posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality.
That's for sure.
Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started.
He's just enjoying.
I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but. Did I get it right?
That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying.
No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine by me.
And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor?
Fine. Proceed with the trial.
Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder?
My activities. I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time.
And I think you can skip ahead a little. Perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre.
All right, of course. My entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9. We passed through the Salle de Tiber with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens to attend. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest.
Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Mesdames and messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France.
You flatter me, prosecutor.
Is that an egg?
Yes. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve. Calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal proceedings.
Right?
Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material.
Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Let's do it.
I guess you could try questioning everything.
Everything?
I mean,
Prince of Spain.
I suppose. Your Majesty, you say you were presented with a rose by the Prince of Spain. Indeed, he formally introduced himself. I knew he was telling the truth because he called me Signor. Let's see.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it curious that Major Howell snatched the rose before you could take it. Why did he do that? The Major has always been a very protective fellow. I think he was just doing his diligence as a royal guard. And given how he took the figurative bullet for me, I would say he did his job very well. I can't argue with that.
See. Do you want to do that?
I guess.
Or should we conceal his identity? Considering we are in league with him, it seems.
I mean...
Plus, I don't think telling him he wasn't the prince would really help.
Yeah, that might not help. That might make things worse.
Yeah.
Never mind. I have no more questions about Prince Juan.
How about South Entrance?
Yeah. You say you entered the Louvre from the south entrance. Indeed, we approached from Hotel de Ville, so it was an easy riverside stroll. Are you sure that you entered the Louvre's south entrance?
Oh, mon Dieu, Falcon. Are you seriously still tugging at this thread? The king himself just testified under oath, no less, that he entered through the south entrance. You can't possibly have any reason to call this fact into question.
I just wanted to be thorough. It's important we explore every nook and cranny. We don't have time for that sort of pedantry. Stick to the important questions, defense, or I will end this stupid trial here and now.
Well,
Did you see anyone suspicious? Did you see anyone or anything suspicious around the Louvre's entrance? Suspicious? I'm afraid not, monsieur. Just the regular riverside types. Bourgeoisie, vendors, people who fish, and the like.
he did it right.
I see.
No?
No? Pass through the Salle de Tiber?
Yeah.
You say you passed through the Salle de Tiber uneventfully? Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved to the Grand Gallery. What did you see in the Salle de Tiber? Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle de Tiber? What did I see? Well, Roman stuff mostly. I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage?
You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest.
I want the king to elaborate. I have reason to believe this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what or who he saw.
Then I suppose you will have to proceed, your majesty.
All right, let me think. There was a giant doorstop, and there was that copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle.
Uh-huh.
I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf.
Ooh, there it is. What?
Did I say something startling, prosecutor?
No. Please continue, your majesty.
I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. That's debatable.
Shut up.
To cut a long story short, your majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Would you describe her, please? Really, she's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was...
Mademoiselle Swanson.
Mademoiselle Duby.
Of course.
Mademoiselle Sign? Sign. That sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Sign. I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Sign gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died.
Now just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial.
Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified Major Howell ate chocolate.
Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift rather than speculating that she is a murderer.
Yes. Shame on you, defense. Implicating a poor, innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. I ought to end this trial.
I see what's going on here.
Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was in fact poisoned.
I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it.
Well, I can't. It's not really in the evidence folder type of evidence.
Why am I not surprised?
The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet?
Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense has just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end.
I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it.
Stop, JJ. Stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudo-scientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. I am pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, monsieur. I will now deliberate with the jury.
Objection! Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. There's the reference.
Sparrowson, are you okay?
Yep, the doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poison chocolate issue. I've even got a doctor's note, see?
It's too late. This trial is over.
You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it.
Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judge.
I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It's to ensure that justice is served.
I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... we can skip that bit. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Folleret.
Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome. Wait, did you see the king is here?
You can get his autograph later.
Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damned job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note, signed by a medical professional, definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details, or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that.
So then what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. This poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous.
Tenuous.
A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond a doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims? Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Oh, shit.
Hello? You... Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case. But what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness!
Surprise witness?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Singh, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we the court established Mademoiselle Sine is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right.
Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify. Do you understand what you're agreeing to? I do. I have accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Sine as a witness?
No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Sine. Prosecuting is my job.
Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath.
That's different.
The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but. I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Marie Sine, and I am a flower seller. Mademoiselle Sine, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle de Tiber, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I personally had previously added poison to the chocolate.
No, that can't be right.
I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
I called it monkshood.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer underneath him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur. I am confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt, and no one else's.
Pretty convincing.
Intriguing. Again. Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. Shall we wrap up this court session? I haven't finished my examination. Not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor.
He's being awfully, accepting.
Calm?
Yeah.
All of a sudden?
Yeah.
Further questions? To what end? You have already proven your client's innocence.
Yeah, see, that... he doesn't want that to happen.
I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You are here to defend Prince Juan, and you have done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance.
I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to this witness? You and the prosecutor are a ripe pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to this witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
I will not.
The recibo.
Ooh. Ah. It's the pen he used to sign the receipt. I guess we do the receipt first, huh?
Yeah. Does this ring any bells, mademoiselle? No, this doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Heh, useless. I knew there was nothing up your sleeve.
What a buffoon.
This trial is a farce.
Dang it.
Wait, I know I must have something. Mademoiselle, take a look at this. The pin, perhaps?
I think so. Or is it this? That would indicate that they're trying to escape. I don't know.
Maybe try the pen, and if we fuck it up, we can re-record it.
Re-record? No.
Show her the tickets, because she might be lying on the
Yeah.
stand because she thinks her family is in danger.
Yeah.
Take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs. Look at these names. Papa and Maman.
Aha!
In Vienna. Really? Are they really safe?
The birds flew south. That's what it was.
Mhm.
He was telling her family's safe.
They are. These tickets were arranged courtesy of the fox. Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me.
Mm-hmm.
I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there?
We got you, fucker.
I am amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I have said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present the box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except, it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under a threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay that debt. When I attempted to bargain with this man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debt. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those that I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
Whoop.
What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She is blatantly floundering.
Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be the fabrications born of desperation.
I have never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Sin, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You say the judge lent you money, and then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later say that I had to repay it. How convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. The mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie.
Rude. Falcon, you have to do something. Do you have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Sin?
A link? Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Sin in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene.
Bingo!
But what is it? The pin. It was found in Pont des Arts.
True.
Perhaps. I know this pin belongs to Judge Romulus. That much is obvious. But if I were to present it right now, it wouldn't prove anything. I have to find a link between the judge to the crime scene. Okay.
Okay.
What are you waiting for, defense? Show us this supposed evidence of my meddling.
All right.
The receipt, then?
The receivo.
I think you should take a look at this, Severin.
Me? You don't trust in the judge's hands.
What is that? What does that piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hacklesack's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus.
The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been of the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony,
That would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say? Yep.
Yep.
That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable. Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I have no clue. What I do know is you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis?
That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents.
That would be correct. It's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. The pen! Finally we get to use it. Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks, I've been looking for that thing everywhere.
Gotcha.
I thought as much. Madames and messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside Salpêtrière Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garment as I was thrown into the Seine.
Oh, so that's why you smell a fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude.
This fountain pen is the very item that I grabbed.
Uh-oh.
Did I say this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I am not here to press assault charges. What interests me about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color.
And as we all know, only baddies write in green.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus.
So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. We'll have it.
Take another look at that chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It certainly is quite the coincidence. No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Seine, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall for Mademoiselle Seine's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingley. And when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Seine to take full responsibility for this crime.
Ooh.
That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there is not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I am the one who holds this gavel. I am the one who passes the sentence. With a snap of my fingers, I can have each and every one of you guillotined at the Palace d'Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges a judge? Who stands above me? No one, not even God, can condemn me when I sit so high.
Except the king who's right next to you.
Attempting to murder a king.
corrupting the corps d'assis. What an utterly repulsive individual.
Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me. He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector.
Got him.
I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The burgess will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Don't touch me.
Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him.
Of course. Carry on, Inspector.
Ooh, that was intense. What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the president judge's duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe that the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Queredo, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Ta-da!
Snaps.
We did it! Hopefully he's really not guilty this time.
What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. I cannot argue.
But, as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not have been seen as valid in a court of law.
What does that mean?
He's saying you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
You need a holiday after all this drama?
Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before the fighting starts. You mean the revolution that Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too. Thank you for the concern, mademoiselle.
But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see. Good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when all this has blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle. Don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you and me and the Fox, right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the Aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie. I suppose the congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way that you did. It was quite a feat. Chicken feet.
Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours.
Lie?
This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Bulcock. You and I both know this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Sine to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. Why are you holding back?
10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Sine. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details.
Details.
The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Sine, and she would definitely be convicted, but that would not serve justice.
You're a good lawyer. Cocorico.
Well, you're not terrible, Falcon. That's good. I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon, and Senor Sparrowson. What am I doing still using that old accent?
No. That's before he switched accent.
Aww.
So, I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Sparrowson.
I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Sparrowson. What am I doing still using that old accent? I, of course, meant, congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson.
It's no big deal. We were doing our jobs.
No. Your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. Oh, but before I get your payment.
Thank you, Monsieur Volpes. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Volpes, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me? Yeah. Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh. Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Volpes. I don't go by my old name for a reason.
That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been
Been and gone.
Been and gone.
Been gone.
Been gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's where we should be paying attention to. The storm is approaching fast.
In real life, too.
True. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned?
Indeed, I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming one way or another. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work coming over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time.
Yes!
Yeah.
My suspicions were right. We're working with him now.
Yeah.
Dig up the dirt.
I'm a private investigator. It's what I do.
We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Volpes.
Good day, messieurs.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was just gonna ask if you wanted tea or coffee.
Hot damn.
End of Act 2.
That was a freaking train wreck. An hour-long train wreck. Well, that was fun.
Wow.
I'm pretty impressed that we were able to at least guess most of it.
Yeah.
Not like that first one.
I'm impressed that we didn't actually fuck up that case as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I thought we were going to at first, but we pulled it. Give us some comments. Let us know how we did. Did you notice anything we did?
Yeah.
Put it in there. And next week we'll start Act 3, it looks like.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.